What should I do, Wendy?
정선이.
아니,
Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. And today I am so excited because Wendy is back with her brand new song, Wish You Hell, and even a second mini album. We more than love to see it. So yes, I'll be checking out the music video for Wish You Hell. And then in a separate video later on, of course, we'll have an album review. But yeah, Wish You Hell, what a titling of a song. Super bold and upfront with it, I've got to admit. Until I watched that PSIC episode, the whole, talk show with Wendy and those guys. And I remember enjoying that a lot on the Patreon and understanding more about the approach for this era, more of that bright energy, that big, bright energy. And more so, speaking of Wish You Hell, more so wishing hell on your past self and simply moving on, because at the time you were listening to others what to do. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be me. This is me, so I'm gonna keep going on my way, doing my thing, you feel me? And it's more of that case of you do you, I'm gonna keep doing myself, right? But hey, without further ado, let's just dive into the music video now. Alright, so brought it up here, Wish You Hell by Wendy. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go. Oh, church bells. This is quite the different start compared to Like Water already. Got a briefcase with her name on it. Okay. What's she up to? Oh. Forget that good girl. Okay. But now I'm done. That's her herself in the coffin. But in contrast, she's wearing black. That lovely girl. Ooh, this pre-chorus though. Very whimsical with it and light. Okay. Don't ever come back. Oh my goodness, this chorus. Oh, I found myself. Yo, that is dope. Okay, I gotta say right away from verse 1, even prior to verse 1 with the church bells, like, you can obviously tell Wendy's taking a whole different approach, showcasing a new side to herself. But definitely, I would say something that like Red Velvet as a group could do, you know what I'm saying, stylistically. But just hearing this on her and delivering a message of, hey, I'm gonna move on from my previous self, wish my previous self hell, the past, and I'm gonna do my thing. I'm not gonna conform to society where I have to look like that goody two shoes, like lovely person. Like, I'm gonna do my thing instead, because I felt so uncomfortable then, like, acting this way in a way, you know what I'm saying? And trying to meet expectations, exceed expectations, and that's sad at the end of the day when it comes to the music scene, and specifically the K-pop scene, if you think about it. Just living the expectations and trying to fit into that sort of role figure model, that what other people want to see you do instead of what you truly want to do, you feel me? So that's dope how she's coming through with this message. And I love how, see, I tried, and at first it wasn't bad, but it's that storytelling that I love too, especially when it comes to the lyrics from her herself. And it works too with the storytelling lyrics to her storytelling voice. And I can't emphasize that enough. Since day one, Wendy has really shown that she has a storytelling voice. And it's really rare these days, especially, right? It's not often where you have a soloist that truly has a storytelling voice who can really throw on a performance as well at the same time, right? But later on, notice this contrast, right? Black fits, you know, still there's a little bit of that positivity, you know, you say it on her shirt. And then herself in the coffin, right? I love it, you know? I kicked her out at this point. Trapped inside a doll. I think that's really the best way to put it, you know? If you think about K-pop scene, the doll figure, or, you know, even the counterpart, like, whether boy group, girl group, female soloist, male soloist, you name it, right? Like, people just get thrown around like a doll or even a rag doll, and just it sucks. It sucks. And just like, I love this line here so much. Because you can only imagine, you're not really in their shoes, but they're truly thrown around like a doll because people just naysay and say what they want, but don't ever come back. That rhyme scheme. This song definitely feels Kenzie influenced too. Choose the bitter pill. In my villain era. Person I really want to be. I choose her. Oh, wow. A bit broken. Wow. I love how she switched it up in a way, right? In terms of these lines specifically. A little bit further here. I think the huge difference is it's like I chose to be the person that I really want to be versus what others wanted me to be, you know? Oof. I love, like, from the subtle instrumentations in this song to the chord progression in this song. I wish you well. I don't wish you well, yeah. Sorry, it's been a long day, guys. Hell by myself. Oh, that line. Definitely one of my favorite lines in the song. Oh, this is the bridge. I can do anything I want. Hold up. That's dope. I feel like in a way this scene truly shows her throwing herself, like that old baggage that she wanted to throw out, right? Her old self and everything that was like all encapsulated into that briefcase. What? And we even get some beautiful vocal moments at the end of the song. Yes. I mean, it really goes to show ya, like, sure, the brief, scene walking into the gymnasium, dropping her briefcase, throwing that old baggage away of her past self, and then like an outro here in the gymnasium really takes the extra mile with it. But the song, right, even though I believe, let me see here, it doesn't take like the 3-minute mark because it has that break in the outro. I think it's still effective because we got not only an incredible written pre-chorus and chorus for this song, but like just the storytelling factor with verse 1 and verse 2, and then the bridge really adding a whole different levels and links to the song into that final wrap around in the chorus to wrap things up. Like, this really works for her, and it's so refreshing to hear from her doing something different aside from ballads. But don't get me wrong, guys. This is coming from someone who absolutely am a sucker for ballads, OSTs, when they're done right, though. When those ballads and OSTs don't take that typical kind of predictable arrangement, right? But if we're talking about like When This Rain Stops, Like Water, I most definitely miss that era, and I hope we at least have that one kind of song like those two songs that she had in the past before on her latest mini album. I really do hope so, like a ballad or even an R&B track, because we know at the end of the day already that she can rock R&B tracks. But that aside, Wish You Hell, I think this was quite the impactful title track. Would I say it's my favorite one so far? I wouldn't say so, but this was such a refreshing side to hear from her, taking this more so rugged electro pop punk route, if we're wanting to combine different influences all together at once to really define what kind of influence and mix of genre she done in this song. But I want to really double check who's behind the scenes, because I can really tell that there was a good amount of Kenzie's influence across this song. Yeah, Kenzie was on this, most definitely. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, and it did. Okay, apparently it did take the electro pop punk route. That's dope. But yeah, pretty standard arrangement. Sure, it doesn't take like the extra links, specifically speaking duration, because I emphasize that a lot. This modern day and age, songs catering towards, this modern day of, stream songs, songs that work for TikTok or shorts and all. But let's be real with ourselves here. It doesn't feel like this song is commercially manufactured in that kind of way. It feels so natural. It feels so Wendy, right? And it seems so true to the heart in terms of the intentions, the message, the concept. Like, I thought everything was really well thought on all those ends and forefronts, right? So Wish You Hell, this may not be my cup of tea, but hey, I am most definitely going to keep this song in the rotation. I got to give this a solid 9 out of 10, without a doubt. But let me bring it up here again to go through it again and point out my favorite sections and what I'm hearing exactly in this song, guys. So I can skip a bit of this from the beginning. And there's a lot of details to pay attention to, like that briefcase with her name on it. She's walking down the aisle here. And like, apparently now, like, that's her past self in that coffin, saying goodbye pretty much to her past self. Yeah, just this bass guitar really sets the tone, provides that storytelling feel that we get in unison with Wendy, of course, with her verse 1 here. Da 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 da. There's the drum kit work. And then some percussion, some claps. That's right. It works too because once we get that emotional release in the chorus, I wouldn't necessarily say in like a full-blown angsty kind of manner, but that emotional release, I love how it's done in such a Wendy type fashion, right? Like she could have went like full angst with that delivery, but it's a little bit bright on the end. Like, you know, I'm just gonna cut ties with my past self. I'm gonna move on. Like, this is more so of a moving on type feel instead of like wishing you hell, you know, the past was hell, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like what happened before, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm just gonna move it on and do my thing. More of that, you know, approach, right? I love how she delivers hell there on the ends of the line. And then I found myself the additional vocal layer there. I love it. Right there. Right here. I found myself. At the end of the day, you don't know what will happen once you move on, right? But I don't have even 1 ounce of regret. And I feel like that's difficult on all links when it comes to all of us. Most of us where we're trying to move on, but like, you know, there can be that 1 ounce or several ounces of regret at the end of the day. And regret, the feeling of regret sucks. But truth be told, sometimes it's better to have this kind of almost villain-like era and mentality of like, screw it, moving on. That was the past. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna, you know, this is the present now, all right? It's a different day. Taking up the hi-hats here that I truly love. Notice the hi-hats here. I've realized who I am. So what? I'm a bit broken, a little bit weary, but like, I love how the imagery is done, right? This is sort of like almost picturing like her inner self or any of us, where it's like, you know, we tend to struggle and have this struggling point in our minds with our oneself. Beautiful. Definitely, most definitely one of my favorite scenes in this music video, where she has this crown. Please stop getting mad, they say. But I think it's kind of fun, you know? Sometimes, like, you know, why? Like, you're telling me what to do, you know? Like, just let me be me. Let me release my emotions, okay? Because, like, at the end of the day, like, I have the right to be mad. I have the right to express myself. Why should I hold back these emotions? I think it's kind of fun to just be myself. Of course it is. Love it. All the trash bags here, right? Past self in a suitcase, gone like that. Obviously, it could be meaning bigger than that. Some comedic moments. This H-E-L-L, of course, ad-lib there. I love it. A little bit of vocal filtering here and there, but that's with the secondary layer applied, you know, in terms of the vocal layering and all, to provide more of that emphasis on the wish you hell. But yeah, don't get it twisted, guys. It's not wish you hell in terms of y'all. It's my past. But that past has to deal with other people wanting to her or any of us to conform to society or to, you know, be in that sort of role model shape and, you know, fit where people want you to do this and want to see you to do this. In reality, you want to do something else and just be yourself, right? So a lot of emphasis on that. I love the storytelling, the imagery, and how everything played out in this one. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I thought this sing-alongable melodies to the catchy, earwormy hooks, catchy in terms of like the ear candy that's going on, and the hooks added to this song did more than its job. And it makes me wonder what kind of approach she did when it came down to her B-sides, right? I'm sure it might be quite cohesive with it along the lines of Wish You Hell and sides to her that could be additionally new that she's gonna show in terms of genre and influences, I should say. But let me know your thoughts, everyone. Did you love this as much as I did? As always, be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and helps out the channel. And yeah, next Wendy related video will probably be the album review. Most definitely stay tuned. If you want to see my coverage of her Chorus P6 show appearance on that late night show, be sure to check out the Patreon. This has been Garrison, and peace.